Hey everyone, today we're going to be opening up this 50-year-old can of corned beef. This is a product of Brazil. And what I find really cool about this is it came with a key to open up the can. I always love these, they're really fun to open. This can is extremely bulged. Let's take a look at that. That key is actually kind of cool because most cans I've ever seen, you rip the key off the top of it, and then you got to put it on here and start twisting it. But no, this one, it's already attached to the little twisty thing. So you just grab the key and it looks like we're just going to start going around. Unless it was put there because it fell off, but I don't see any weld marks. Nothing to indicate that the key fell off. And that key's been here a while. I can even see some rust stains behind it. So this thing is bulged a lot. It doesn't feel that strong of pressure like it was bad at one point and somehow it started leaking. So it's bulged, but it doesn't feel like it's under that much pressure. I think this is going to be one of our more stinky products to open up. I imagine it's going to be like the Spam. That was the worst product that I've ever opened in here. It was even worse than the Sure-Strumming. This I didn't even think was bad. But the Spam, it stunk up the building for days. And if you remember, I threw it in the campfire. Whole neighborhood really stunk. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up look at this, and then we'll start opening it up. Check it out, everyone. Corned beef, product of Brazil. Ingredients: cooked beef, salt, water, and sodium nitrate. It's good. They didn't pack it with all kinds of junk. Not many preservatives except for the salt. And that's what you like to see. See what I mean? How the key is already attached to this, so you just start turning it. A lot of times you'd find the key up top, and then you had to move it here. But if you look slightly behind the key, you can see there's rust. It's been there a long time. I'm going to make sure everything on this can focuses in case anybody wants to stop and read it. So this is from the 1970s. It's going to be 50-something years old. Ready to serve. It's fully cooked. This is going to be really gross once we get inside. Here's underneath. It's not too often when we get these foreign cans to open them up. Packed under Brazilian government inspection. See, it's got a lot of bulge to it, but you see how easily I could push it in? I think the pressure formed and then it got a slow leak and released it. So if that's the case and air's been able to get in here, we're going to have some really nasty disaster in here waiting for us inside. All right, everyone, I just went ahead and grabbed a dinner plate. And now we're going to go ahead and start turning this key. I still expect it to go tss, even though the pressure seems to have lost a little bit. Alrighty. Let's start turning this thing. Something's not right. Feel like I gotta take the key off and put it on this way. That's more like it. I don't know. That way's not turning. It's not turning either way. Yeah, you see I'm literally starting to bend the key. Doesn't want to move. And I'm afraid if I keep trying, I'm going to break the tab off. We may have to go in through the top with a can opener. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think this key is going to work, and I really don't want to damage the packaging since it's an old vintage product. So I'm going to go ahead and put the key back on without ruining the tab and not ruining the container too much. And I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a can opener. Alright everyone, so here is some P38 can openers, and today we're going to be using a P51 can opener, which is much bigger. It gives you more leverage into the can. You see the size comparison. This is a P51 can opener. On the other hand, you got the smaller P38. Alrighty, let's try using this to break into the can. I expect a lot of pressure under the first pop. Here we go. Nothing. No pressure at all. I expected at least something, so that shows you that it built pressure and it got out. This thing's been exposed to air for such a long time. I expect it to be a very rotten mess. All right, let's go around it. Open it up. All right, this can is all bulged and distorted. It's very difficult to get the can opener on here. See, I'm having a lot of trouble. I can already smell it. It doesn't even smell like rotten meat. It actually smells like soil. Like it's just rotted away. It smells like soil to me. This is going to be a long process with this can opener, it seems. This can opener is not liking this distorted can. But we're making progress. Alright everyone, I finally made it into the can. I got some of the nastiness on my fingers. Here we are inside. Doesn't smell nearly as bad as I thought. It honestly smells kind of like dirt, but a little grosser. Look inside there. That is so nasty. Gross. Now, is it going to be stubborn or is it going to slide out of the can nice? Alright everyone, let's see how it slides out of the can. Is it moving? Come on out. It's not wanting to come out. I'm going to have to find something to dig it out with. It's so dry and gross. Yeah, it looked like it was wanting to come out when I was banging the back of it. But it's pretty sticky, the majority of this. Maybe now that we're getting into the middle of it, we'll be able to smell something. Got any good smells yet? Oh, that to me doesn't smell like corned beef. That kind of smells like gross, fishy, wet cat food. It's amazing how much was packed in this little can. Still got more of it coming out. I was hoping there'd be some kind of juices in there that we could take a lead test or something with. Trying not to get it on the outside of the can, because I'm going to go ahead and let this thing soak with some soapy water in it so we can get all this stuff out of here without damaging the label. All right. So this is what came out of that can. Very, very gross. It's definitely rotting, but because it's kind of dried out, we don't have to deal with a horrendous smell this time. Because a lot of it was able to evaporate through whatever crack in the seam there was. Really, really gross meat is what we have here. Now it's time to go feed this thing to the toilet. Alright everyone, here we are in the bathroom, and we're going to feed this down to the toilet. And then we got to wash off this nasty, nasty knife, nasty can opener, nasty can, and the lid. Alright, here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that big chunk stayed behind. That chunk right there knows what's going on. It doesn't want to get digested by that septic bacteria. It thinks that it can wait this out, but it doesn't realize. I'm going to make it go down there. I know, everyone, I got to clean that toilet. We get all this iron oxidizing bacteria and stuff with the well and all. That's what that orangeness is in the bowl. Iron oxidizing bacteria. It comes in through the well. Completely harmless to you, but it causes a discoloration of the water, especially after heavy rains. It comes out orange. Alright, here goes the toilet. It's about to be ready again for another flush. Oops. Good thing it fell in the sink and not the floor. There it goes. All gone. Alright everyone, that was one of the more gross cans I've ever opened. Not smell-wise, but consistency-wise, it was really gross, really sticky. It was hard to get off the blade of that knife. If you saw in the time-lapse, I had a bunch of trouble scrubbing it off. I couldn't just wipe it off with my fingers. I had to actually get the scrubbing part of the sponge out, really get it off that knife. And I think it's going to be a real pain to actually get it out of that can. I'm going to let it soak overnight with some soapy water in it. Hopefully it can break that down. Because it did appear that it was like a Crisco consistency holding the meat fragments together. Yeah, it's appeared to be a little bit greasy, so maybe not the best thing to put down the drain. But it's one little clump. I don't think it's going to cause a problem. I think it'll get broken down. Alright everyone, I've been getting a lot of comments asking why I don't upload to this channel as much. Well, that's because I've been focusing a lot on my other channel called Post 10. The link for that will be down in the description. On that channel, we investigate beaver swamps, show the area, show what kind of things beavers can build, and if it's causing a problem to a roadway, we'll even go out and sometimes unclog the culvert pipe to stop major flooding. We also explore and show abandoned places, abandoned buildings across the United States, and a bunch of interesting content, sometimes just a total oddball, random video. And if you noticed in this video that something's missing back there, there's usually a model train sitting up there that we opened a while back. We found it inside an abandoned truck, I believe. No, that was actually found inside an old abandoned house we were clearing out. And I removed it here because I put it upstairs around the Christmas tree just for the time being. It should be back down here next month. Hope today's video was interesting, everyone. Thanks for watching and have a great day.